together we rise. Love, I'm holding love in my heart. Peace, I'm knowing peace in my mind. Joy, I'm feeling joy in my life. We are one and together we rise. Together we rise. Together we rise. Standing in beloved community. Together we rise. Together we rise. Through love, peace, and joy, together we rise. Love, I'm holding love in my heart. Peace, I'm knowing peace in my mind. Joy, I'm feeling joy in my life. We are one and together we rise. Together we rise. Together we rise. Standing in beloved community. Together we rise. Together we rise. Through love, peace, and joy, together we rise. Together we rise. Together we rise. Standing in beloved community. Together we rise. Together we rise. Through love, peace, and joy, together we rise. Through love, peace, and joy, together we rise.
Thank you and welcome, Christine S. Young. Always a pleasure to have you back with us, Christine S. Christine S. is a practitioner for Center for Spiritual Living, and she's currently teaching spiritual classes and doing work with an organization that goes by PACE, and the PACE work is about bringing new thought communities together. So thank you for being with us today, and we look forward to more of your wonderful voice. And we also want to thank and give a big shout out to our Unity Band, Cerny on piano, Arnie on bass, and Dave on drums, always, every Sunday making a vibrational difference for us and to get us going for the week. So thank you so much. Welcome to the light and the love that is Unity of South Sound. My name is Chris Lasarga, and it is my honor to welcome you to our Sunday morning celebration service. We hold that you are not here by accident today, but by divine appointment. Unity provides a positive path for spiritual living. We teach inspiring, practical spirituality, something you will experience in each Sunday lesson to enhance your personal journey of spiritual unfoldment. If you have any questions, concerns, or joys you'd like to share with us, please do so. And we invite you to go to our website, unityofsouthsound.org/contact us, and you'll find our contact page there. You can also write it down. If you're here in the Spire today, and place it in our share box. It's right over here on this little table. You'll find it on the way into Wesley Hall. At this time, we also invite you to put your cell phones in the silent mode, please. And now I ask you to please relax, reconnect, and center in the truth of who we are. will you please join me in saying our opening affirmation? There is only one presence and one power active in my life and in the universe, God, goodness, omnipotence. Our mission statement, inspired by the divine as an inclusive spiritual community, we explore and express our highest potential. Our vision statement, present and centered in divine love, we co-create a peaceful and awakened world. And our core values, we are love, joy, abundance, and spirit guided. And now Reverend Megan will lead us in an opening prayer.
Thank you, Chris. So I invite you all to join me in sending a deep prayer of appreciation to the technician from the company that came in on Friday, discovered we needed a part replaced, drove all the way back to Seattle to their office to get the part, and came back to install it to ensure we had heat today. So thank you for all of you that were holding the intention that that would happen. So as I light the light of our unity candle, we appreciate the radiance of the light that we are. And I had a special thing I wanted to share with you. Many of you know Joey Sandal Hill, who is with the National Guard. He was called up to service for this year and is in at the border, a border town in Texas. We had a care package we put together and sent loving gifts and things to him for the holidays, and he sent a card that got lost, and now he sent another one, and I want to share with you his beautiful message because he also included a prayer that I want to share as our prayer this morning. Joey says, "Dear Unity and South Sound family, thank you so much for all the cards, gifts, and prayers you sent my way for the holiday. I miss my spiritual home and all of the amazing people. You have brought so much light and joy into my life, and I am so grateful for each and every one of you. Even if I can't always watch the service live, know that I check in often and hope to get leave so that I can make a visit home to experience our shared connection in person and hopefully get to sing with you. Life here is busy and often challenging, but knowing I have the love of my Unity of South Sound family back home makes a huge difference. Love, Joey." And he wrote a special prayer for us that I want to share with you this morning. "We stand grateful for the love of Spirit and the Christ consciousness within that connects us all. Distance is not a challenge, but proof that we are connected to all things across time and space. The universe is always moving to manifest that which we speak into it. In this moment, I speak into the universe and manifest peace that begins with me. As I see my inner peace, it extends to those around me, into the community, the country, and the world. And so it is. Amen." Thank you, Joey.
Yes. Go in love and light, Joey. We're always thinking of you. And all of you. So welcome. Any newcomers, live streamers, we want to take a moment to thank all of you who may be joining us, maybe for the first time in person or possibly online. Thank you for sharing your love with us and your consciousness. And if you're a first-time visitor here in person, we invite you to raise your hand so that the ushers can bring you a welcome packet with helpful information about our ministry, and along with that, there's a special gift attached. It's a winged heart charm to remind you we are one in spirit, and you are always welcome here. And we also encourage you to sign our guest book at the sanctuary entrance so we know who you are. So anyone new today? All right, don't see any hands, don't be shy. All right. Anyone visiting us from another Unity Center today? Okay, all right. So welcome back, all of you. So we celebrate that we are all friends and family in spirit today. We affirm and trust that everyone who comes to Unity will feel at home, and as we engage in getting to know each other, we are always delighted in seeing you here again. Wherever you are in your journey of faith, you are welcome here, and we honor and respect the choices your soul makes on its spiritual journey. Now to all of you live streaming, everyone here in the sanctuary with us today, friends joining us this morning, we want to share our unity blessing. Together, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divinity you are. Okay, I'd like to invite Reverend Megan up, and we have just a few announcements to cover with you this morning.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So first and foremost, don't miss our upcoming events and activities. Mark your calendars for those attending in person. Check out our connection table that you'll find in the fireside room right over here for volunteer opportunities and to just get involved and have fun with all of us. So there's events and program information at our connections table, and there will be staff available to assist you.
Absolutely. And today is a very special day in the life of the Unity of South Sound. It is our annual business meeting. I know you're excited.
Yeah, I am. I'm excited.
I'm excited. We have so much to celebrate. I mean, really, honestly. So we want to invite you to stay to participate after morning service, and in order to make it comfortable for you, our Youth and Family Ministry is providing a potato bar lunch for a love offering. Very grateful for them. And then we'll reconvene back in here, and we have all these things to celebrate our ministry successes, sharing our vision, our intentions, reviewing our finances, electing new board members, so we need your presence to do that, to have a quorum, right?
Yes.
And revitalizing our entire bylaws we have proposed for you to accept. So we're grateful for your presence, highlighting the next steps, honoring our spiritual community and our future together.
Yeah. Okay. And then we want to ask you to join us for our first quarter healing and wholeness circle for 2026 and our spring vision casting. So the theme is What is Ready to Bloom? I love that. And it's planned for Sunday, March 22nd after service from noon to 2 p.m. There will be lunch provided by our Youth and Family Ministries team, and that'll be on a donation basis before we get started. And Stephen Plummer will be joining us to provide live music to enhance our experience and inspire creativity. I love that. Yeah. So love offering donations receive for participation and support of Stephen's collaboration.
It's going to be really empowering. So, and I just wanted to bring attention, we've had this wish list. We're very grateful for the donations to our projector replacement fund. This one is just, see, it's a little dull. It's kind of starting to go out. So we only have $300 to go of our $770 cost estimate to secure a new one. And we're really grateful for that because it wasn't budgeted for this year. And so if you're able to contribute, just mark projector on your giving, and we will be grateful for sure.
Thank you. Get it to the right place so we can get that projector. Yeah. All right, so remember and stay connected ongoing. Sign up for our weekly e-news to get all the good news delivered every Thursday to your email inbox. Visit our website. Explore the red member resources tab. There's a lot of information there. And you'll find the Sunday message reflection guides, establishing or updating your member directory account. You can also do that there, board information, and more. So stay in the loop with all things Unity of South Sound.
Good stuff.
Yeah, thank you, Reverend Megan. And now I invite you, if you're able, to please stand and join in our congregational song, We Are Spirit Guided, written for us by Christine S. Young.
We have our songwriter of our Mission Vision song here, Christine S. So exciting to have you join us. And this is who we are.
We are inspiring, we are inclusive,
A spiritual community.
exploring and expressing our highest potential, in tune with our divinity. Sing love, sing joy, abundance. We are spirit guided. Sing love, sing joy, abundance. We are spirit guided. We are present. We are centered. divine love. We come together and celebrate a peaceful and awakened world. Sing love, sing joy, abundance. We are spirit guided. Sing love, sing joy, abundance. We are spirit guided. Sing love, sing joy, abundance. We are spirit guided. Sing love, love, sing joy, abundance. We are spirit guided.
Yes, we are. Please take a brief moment to greet those around you with a Namaste community greeting. Especially take a moment to reach out to someone maybe you haven't met yet. If you're not a hugger, that's okay. Just give a Namaste bow or reach out, shake someone's hand. To all present, Namaste. I behold the divinity you are. Namaste. Your seat, and we are going to begin our next song. We are one in the spirit. Slow it down just a little bit.
We are one in spirit.
We are one in the spirit, we are one in the world. We are one in the spirit, we are one in the world. And we see that true unity is living as one. And we'll know we are family by our love, by our love. Yes, we'll know we are family by our love. We will walk with each other, we will walk hand in hand. We will walk with each other, we will walk hand in hand. And together we'll spread the news that God is within. And we'll know we are family by our love, by our love. Yes, we'll know we are family by our love. We will work with each other, we will work side by side. We will work with each other, we will work side by side. And we'll honor humanity, remembering we are one. And we'll know we are family by our love, by our love. Yes, we'll know we are family by our love. Yes, we'll know we are family by our love.
Blessed be.
Today's inspirational reading is from today's daily word, February 22nd, 2026. And the word is release. I release old beliefs as I grow and evolve. So many things shaped my beliefs over the years: my upbringing, family history, education, friendships, and spiritual life, just to name a few. As I go through life, I will have new experiences and meet all kinds of people, I may find old beliefs that once fit me well, fit me no longer. Growing and deepening in spiritual understanding may mean releasing ways of thinking that no longer serve me. But I can do that and still honor the person I was, my background, and my history. Releasing makes room in my mind and opens my heart for the person I am becoming. Releasing my old beliefs readies me for a future of growth and evolution. And the scripture is, "Now look, I have just released you today from the fetters on your hands. See, the whole land is before you. Go wherever you think it good and right to go." Jeremiah 40, verse 4.
Thank you, Chris. So I invite you into this time where we take a moment to go within, to reconnect, to renew, and remember. If you remember this song and know and feel like singing with me, "I Allow" by Terry Wilder, helps to prepare us in mind, heart, and being. I allow, I receive, I accept, I believe that I have all I need. I allow, I receive, I accept, I believe that I am all I need now. I allow, I receive, I accept, I believe that I have all I need. I allow, I receive, I accept, I believe that I am all I need now. I allow, I receive, I accept, I believe that I have all I need. I allow, I receive, I accept, I believe that I am all I need now. So I invite you to close your outer eye as you open the inner vision within your soul, allowing the vibration of our prayer bowl to take you a little deeper, breathing through your heart space, allowing all that you are to come into your experience. Breathing in, I allow, I receive, I accept. I believe that I have all I need in this moment. And so in this season of Lent, in unity and new thought, we invite our consciousness to be open to anything that no longer serves my wholeness, to fast on unkind words, unnecessary thoughts, actions that do not serve wholeness. And I feast on the truth. So in this moment, I surrender into the sanctuary of my heart, of my entire being. As I affirm, I allow, I receive, I accept, and I believe that I am all I need in this moment. In the silence, I release anything and everything that no longer serves my wholeness, that no longer serves the beautiful divinity that I am. And I feast on the truth in the silence. I breathe in the realization of the gift received in this moment of connection to our divine self, to all that we need to demonstrate wholeness, and the realization as I release those things that no longer align with my truth, I move forward unencumbered and blessed, and so it is. Amen.
You can be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be the backcast or be the backlash of somebody's lack of love. Or you can start speaking up. Nothing's gonna hurt you the way that words do when they settle neath your skin. Kept on the inside, no sunlight, sometimes the shadow wins. But I wonder what would happen if you say what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna say you'll be brave with what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna say you'll be brave. Everybody's been there, everybody's been stared down by the enemy, fallen for the fear and done some disappearing. Bow down to the mighty, don't run, just stop holding your tongue. Maybe there's a way out of this cage where you live. Maybe one of these days you can let the light in and show me how big or brave is. Say what you want to say and let the words fall out. Do you any good?
Thank you, Christina. It's always a joy to have you with us. So this is one of our very special and fun Sunday mornings when we open things up to ask the minister questions that have been just sitting within you and wondering like what's going on and get some insight. So I always like to call my counterpart here, Reverend Michael, to come up and join me. And we're inviting you, just like if the last 5 weeks we've been talking about the gifts of winter, we've been having our prayer class going on, general spirituality. So Chris will bring a microphone to you so that we can all hear you, also so it can be picked up on the live streaming and the recording. We want to make sure we hear your questions. But to get started, we're just going to take a seat here. And so is there any questions that are just bubbling up inside of you that you would like to ask? Is there a hand back there? Okay, otherwise I was going to make up some stuff.
You'll have a chance. So I'm wondering about empathy. Could you discuss the spiritual practice of empathy?
Of what?
Empathy.
Empathy?
Oh,
Being
empathy.
empathetic.
Empathy. You know, I think in the world today, empathy is an important spiritual practice. It's different than sympathy. You know, when we feel bad for someone, we feel sorry for something. But empathy, when it aligns with our divinity, it opens our heart to know that we are one in this experience. And so I'm here to support you. I'm here to listen to you. I'm here to be a guide for you. But I'm not here to fix your problem for you. I'm just here to be a presence. And I think that's the big difference. Do you have something to say about that?
Of course. One of the things that you mentioned kind of in passing there is that in Unity, the Christian version of experiential spirituality comes to us in a new form. It's why they call it New Thought. This is not a movement that pretends that you say these few magic words and everything is going to just be fine and lovely in your life. We, as you can look around you, you can see that most of us are experienced livers. We have nothing to do with liver as a food, but we have lived and we have experienced life on life's terms. And it's sometimes very difficult. And so most of us have gone beyond this idea of magic, but we're looking at what can I do to understand the way you feel, which is the way I view empathy, and what can I do to support you in your movement forward or through that difficult time in your life. And then it's up to us to share that with others as a community. And that's why we come together.
Absolutely. And I might just add one thought too, is that empathy doesn't necessarily mean that we agree with each other, or that we don't take it upon ourselves to try to convince somebody of being different. But oneness means we harmonize together and honor our differences, and we open our hearts to be a presence to each other. So I know most of you, that is where you come from, and so we want to live forward from that.
Yeah.
Hope that helps, Diane.
Yeah, it's based on while you're getting ready to go over to Michael, it's kind of like we base our spirituality on the attractive component of spirituality as we see this thing we call Christianity in a new light. Because it's not about worshiping Jesus. It's about understanding the message that he brought to us and implementing. I train dogs for a living in the other part of my life. And it's very much like introducing yourself to a dog. You have someone you really want to be friends with, you really want to show them what you have, but it's hard and difficult to figure out how to approach them. And in training canines, when you approach a dog, it is often recommended that you never go head on, that you never look them in the eye right away, that you don't just grab them and start playing with them and wrestling with them. That's forced affection, and it doesn't work. We know that with animals, and we know that with humans. So the key is to make an offering. So when you meet a canine, turn to the side. Always look away from them. Offer them an open or a clenched hand, and let them come to you. And so to answer your question, it's a let them come to you type option. If they see the way you're living and they're intrigued by the spirituality that you emanate from your being, then they'll be automatically attractive. But to rush up to somebody and to want to hug them because they're there is off-putting. And that's true with animals, and it's true with humans. We need to invite each other into our space rather than being forced into a space. So hold that when you come to people, and just invite them to come with you and offer them a cup of coffee after service. Sometimes they'll do that.
Well, and if you want to offer some content, it's like, so, I have found, I'm going to Unity of Self Sound, and it offers really practical spirituality in a way that I hadn't understood it before. And so Unity follows the teachings of Jesus, and in a way that is practical and useful in today's world. And so it also looks at universal spirituality that includes all the teachings, because there is a oneness inherently within Buddha's teachings, Jesus' teachings, Lao Tzu, Krishna, contemporary teachers. When we look at, there is a oneness. You hear the truth. The truth is the truth is the truth. And so we're here to explore the truth and to practice it in our lives to make a difference, not only in our own lives, but the world around us. So if you're curious about knowing more, I invite you to come with me, because I know an invitation is a lot more empowering than for somebody to have to walk in and cross that threshold on their own. So invite somebody. Say, if you're curious, just come and check it out. I hope that helps.
Did you have something else to ask, Michael? So it's kind of based on attraction, right? So rather than promotion, which is an AA idiom.
I think the most important thing is for people to know that Unity is not just another religion. I let people know that Unity is a way of life.
Yes.
It's inclusive. It is here to spread peace, joy, and love in the world. Come along, have fun with us.
Absolutely.
It's a beautiful.
Yeah, I think that welcoming inclusivity is also really important. Jesus' teachings originally, as he gathered the people that were following him, he was offering an alternative to Judaism. He wasn't trying to start another religion. It clearly wasn't called Christianity back then. And his teachings were called the way, because he offered the way to live from a spiritual consciousness. And so that's really what Unity was going, the Fillmores, the co-creators, wanted to go back to that original truth of what did Jesus really teach? How do we use that in a practical way in our life?
This is an easy one. We went to a Lutheran church yesterday for a memorial service for the father of a good friend. And a lot of the stuff they were teaching seemed kind of jarring to me. I haven't been in that kind of circumstance. So what happens to the soul after you die?
I just am not surprised that you asked that, Scott. How many of you have gone on the other side to find out for sure and come back? So, it's like, how do we live into what feels like the truth? The way I look at it is that if everything is energy and we are a vibration, the vibration of presence doesn't end. It just changes form. And we are very attached to our physical form. And it's hard for us to detach from thinking that this suit that houses the soul that I am, when I cease to breathe, which is what I say is the divinity, the divine breathes me into this experience. That is God breathing me into this experience. And so when I stop breathing, then the energy changes form and the soul that I am leaves this body and goes back into the spiritual realm of all things, the substance of the universe. I don't believe we stay in the same form, but I know that there are many that have seen a beloved one come to them in a vision. But I think it's because our familiarity, when we feel that presence that is recognized, that form comes to mind. It's how we can feel that connection and that oneness. But there's so much mystery to life that we don't know. So I invite us all to live in the mystery.
I don't know. 3 most powerful words in the English language. I don't know. However, if we follow what science has to teach us, if we follow what philosophers have to tell us, it comes down to the idea that we may not have a soul, but we may be a soul. We don't have some of the faculties that we may wish to aspire to, but we have access to them. So it brings me back to teachings like you have thoughts, but you're not your thoughts. You have a body, but you're not your body. You have ideas, but you're not your ideas. You are that which experiences those thoughts, those ideas, those experiences. And when we get to that place, we realize what's left is pure and clean energy, perfect in its own way, without the encumbrance of a physical body or an expressive form. And when we eliminate those ideas, all we have left is what we are at our very core, which is vibrational energy, born of the creative force in the universe, which we call God.
And I might add that from a personal experience, one of the most profound awarenesses I received was after the death of my son. And sitting with that whole thing, it's like, the healing process of grief is really about letting go of the physical form that we're attached to and allowing the transformed relationship in spirit to move through. And I began to realize that I held that vibrational essence of my son's soul within me in a way that felt more profound than when he existed in his physical form. And so I could imagine and accept that the vibrational imprint of him existed, and it lived within me, and that's all I needed to know.
Yeah. So, as the Master would say, be kind and be gentle with each other, love one another, and love yourself.
Could you please speak up a little? Just speak right into the mic. Yeah,
There.
thank you.
Yeah. Jill and I was a personal friend who had a very important angelic presence in his life, throughout his life, actually. And I personally feel, as close as I can, that I do have guardian angels and angels or other spirit guides with me. How does Unity look upon thoughts about guardian angels and angels?
So Charles Fillmore, the co-founder of the Unity Movement, described angels as thoughts from God. So, we in the Western culture, we think about angels as these androgynous beings with wings, or people that show up with magic or crystals or things like that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with believing in that. But the truth is that we kind of add a little bit of believability with our spiritual beliefs or faith. And I think not all angels have wings. Most of them are sitting in this room right now. And they show up to us in many ways, shapes, and forms. And I think that the most important aspect of angels is, how can I be one to you?
Absolutely. And Charles Fillmore used the term angels as messages from the divine. So messengers. And however they show up for us is a divine guidance. And there's a harmonizing energy of love that I think opens our heart to receive those gifts, those messengers, those guides that make a difference in our lives. We'll take one more question. I just realized the time we need to monitor that.
I was raised Catholic.
Just hold it right up.
Yeah,
So
don't.
like-
I was raised Catholic, and we were taught that if you committed a mortal sin, and if you died, you would go straight to hell. And that lived with me for a long time, because I thought, I think any sin, that if that happened, then you would go straight to hell. So I worried about that for years, thinking, oh my God, I think I told a lie, or I think I did something that I shouldn't have, and I'm going to go to hell. So that lived with me for a very long time, and I wondered if there's any truth to that. The truth.
He was also raised Catholic, so.
Yeah, and that's why John Lennon's song "Imagine" is so important to me. If you imagine there is no heaven, it's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. And when I think about that, I think about somebody made that stuff, for lack of a word that I might use in church. I think that somebody made that up to control us as human beings. They're gonna, if we can't scare them enough to get them to do what we want them to do with what we're now doing, let's give them afterlife, and we'll make it either great or bad. And what unity teaches, and what I hold to be true, is that we experience heaven or hell every second of every minute in every day, depending on how you decide to allow that to affect your life. We don't necessarily manufacture our lives, but we do decide how we're going to respond to what life brings us.
Yes, so it's a state of consciousness when we teach about heaven and hell in unity and universal spirituality. And we choose the consciousness that we live in. I think that if you really sit with the question, how could it possibly be that there is some entity that is deciding whether I'm worthy or not and will send me to one place or another? We are all worthy because the divinity within us allows us to exist. And so we choose to align with the consciousness of how we show up, how we respond. And we can crucify ourselves in any given moment, and that would be hell. But I believe that the infinite love of the universe would not send its beloved beings to some place to torment them for eternity. That just doesn't even make any sense.
We have one last question in the back.
Okay.
If we have time.
Sure.
Here we go.
How does Unity see saints, both canonical and non-canonical?
Did you get that?
I didn't hear the...
Saints. both canonized and
What
non-canonized.
what is faith?
Saints.
Saints, like St. Peter, St. Paul, the saints.
Oh, saints.
Yeah. So that's something that we've made up as well. You know, we are
Not to hurt your
we are
feelings.
children of a loving God, supposedly, huh? We're a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. We have a right to be here. We have created this opportunity to imagine anything, and to make it manifest as we live our lives together. But that's what happens not on a Sunday in the morning for an hour, but it happens through the classwork that's being taught right here at Unity South Sound. It's when they do a book like Discover Your Own Divinity that you're working with or just finished working with right now. The 5 principles, which will tell you a lot more about how Unity thinks and how we work it in our lives.
Well, and I think that when we consider saints, because that's, you know, that's part of a Catholic process and experience, that from universal spirituality we look at the consciousness of a soul and how they show up in this physical world experience can make a difference in our lives. And when we're courageous enough to live from our divinity and to honor humanity and the oneness that we are, we can appear like a saint to another, because it may be challenging for us to consider how one could live that pure. And so we honor and recognize them. I think that any one of us can be a saint in how we choose to show up and honor humanity with a sense of courage and empathy and oneness and love. Just to know that each one of us offers a gift to how we can ensure this experience that we are all co-creating together to be a blessing for all. So let us choose to be a saint in how we show up in the world. Thank you for your questions. You know that we're always available to answer anything after service. You can even email me, minister@unityofsouthsound.org, to ask a question. And we hope that everything we do here offers you some practical universal spirituality and a way to make a difference in your life. So bless you.
Is there really a Saint Megan? Yes.
No. Just make sure there's enough room there. Okay.
Thanks. Thank you, Reverend Megan and Reverend Michael, for providing this opportunity to just be ourselves and ask some questions that come up every day in our lives. And, you know, it's important to be spiritually curious and to consistently seek. So thank you for providing this opportunity for us. And we appreciate you. At this time, we'd like to invite our ushers forward to prepare for our love offering, and Christine S. Young to prepare for her next song. This is the time in our service where we have the opportunity to share of our own financial blessings with this community in demonstration of the prosperity law of giving and receiving. And you can do that in a few different ways. You can visit our website, click the donate button for secure giving options, and you may even like to consider setting up automatic monthly or weekly gifts to Unity of South Sound. It's something that I do personally and have done for a very long time. And you can ask any of our staff if you have any questions or would like assistance with that. If you're here today in person, we invite you to place your gift in the offering plate as it passes, and to ensure cash gifts are credited on your year-end donation receipt, you can use the offering envelope and include your name. And for recurring donors, please place the green blessing card if you would like from the holder in front of your seat, and that gives you a tangible representation of your ongoing donation to our ministry. And this is also the week that we bless our monthly tithes as part of our prosperity practice. We here at Unity of South Sound, we give 10% of what we receive to Unity leadership organizations, as well as local and international organizations that make a difference So knowing that what you're giving also goes out into the world in different ways. Whichever way you offer your financial blessings, we hold these gifts in this moment in our hands and in our hearts. And along with our monthly tithes, we affirm together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am in perfect balance and flow with the universal tides of giving and receiving, and we are truly blessed. Amen.
In this moment, I wake up. In this moment, fill my cup. In this moment, time is on my side. Here and now, I take a vow to be led by love when I'm hurt somehow. Opening up to accept something greater. And I realize that I accept life is for me and not against me. When I let go of should and let life move through me, my world is steeped in grace. This is the moment I wake up. I let go and let love fill my cup. This is the moment I let myself be whole. Here and now I take a stand to be led by grace, hand in hand, to trust and know this life is already perfect. And I realize and I accept life is for me and not against me. When I let go of should and let life move through me, my world is steeped in grace. And I realize and I accept life is for me and not against me. When I let go of should and let life move through me, my world is steeped in grace. This is the moment I wake up. I let go and let love fill my cup. This is the moment I know myself as whole. In this moment I'm safe and sound. Beauty everywhere I look around. I can see how life is always on my side.
Thank you, Christine S. Young. Okay, now is the time that we get to bless our children. So now let's welcome in our children. I know they've been making potatoes. Okay. So now let's bless these God lights and those that teach them every Sunday and to go throughout the week. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we be the divinity you are. All right, parents, if you've got young ones, please come on up and take their hand. And now I invite you to stand as you're able and turn and face the center aisle so that you can honor and sing to each other here in the sanctuary and in community. Hold your hands high. We affirm our prayer for protection leading into our peace song, sending peace out into the entire world.
Together. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love. The power of God protects us. I am the power. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever God is, I am. And we are one.
Let
remember to fast on negativity and feast on truth. And so it is. See you shortly. Bless you.